Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another Evolving Reaction, and welcome if it's your first time to the Evolution. That's our reminder to grow, to change, to
keep evolving.
no matter what happens in this existence. As you can see, we got this Gorillaz Demon Days album pulled up. Demon Time. Check the clock. What time is it? I have listened to the Gorillaz, but I know their hits, like the ones that everyone knows, the ones with De La Soul, the Clint Eastwood joint. Feel Good's the one with De La Soul. What's the other one they had? The Dare record. But I've never listened to this record fully, so I'm gonna listen to this one. We'll also do the Gorillaz one. If you guys want me to do any other ones down the line, we'll definitely do them. I got the lyrics pulled up, and then we'll do the annotations after. We'll listen to the songs uninterrupted. You might see my live stream say something. I'm on Twitch right now. If you see anybody saying what's up, you could definitely, we would love to have you if you ever want to join us for a stream. Other than that, this should be pretty cool. This first song is called Intro, but it's also literally the intro to the album. Let's hear it. Dystopian. Okay, interesting. Sounds like kind of what the Beatles were doing. It's like the intro track creates the world. So I'm not sure what they were trying to get across. All they were saying was who put the chemicals in the food chain. Now I do understand what that means, but I don't know exactly why they're saying it. And then the last line is you are now entering the harmonic realm. So I guess we'll see. Let's read this annotation and see what we got going on here. The song is a slightly altered version of Don Harper's Dark Earth from the film Dawn of the Dead, and it includes a sample of Snakes and Ladders, which was by Gorillaz and Roots Manuva, and was supposed to be on the album, but it got scrapped. It was later released as Soulja Boy by Martina Topley Bird and featured Gorillaz and Roots Manuva. It didn't say why they said that, though, so let me click the refrain on who put the chemicals in the food chain. They said the samples taken from the Roots. Oh, okay. Those are the samples they're talking about, like those word phrases are the samples. Okay, and then what's the last one? You are now entering the harmonic realm. Although Demon Days is thematically and musically dark and melancholic, it is still a pop record, and its songwriting continues to garner acclaim. Thus, the intro ends stating that harmonies in pop music are a space in a particular realm that the album exists for its own sake. Okay. Let's be immersed in this realm. Let's see what this realm has to offer for us. This next song is called Last Living Souls. Mwah, ha, 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 ha. Sorry.
Are we the last living souls? 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 Chica gone, how you say? That's no way to behave. And just along, and we begin to sing a song. It doesn't sing, it grows. You know,
hard. That's tough. Hey, whoa, okay. I jump in this beat and raise. I jump in this beat and don't fade. Enough. That's enough. Yo, that's sick. That record, I was really liking the percussion on it. It was like almost like tingly the way it was because it was like, I wouldn't say the words like clicky, but it's just really bouncy, real bouncy percussion. Then I like the tones that he's singing in, real calm. Dun, 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 and then the percussion. That's really sick. Then we get to that bridge part, and the song changes completely. It's like a sweeter, like a lighter tone record. He's singing over that, and then it goes back into it. I do wonder. I know this is like a world that we're in at this point, and then I'm wondering, are they saying we're the last living souls in a literal sense? Like they're in this world where it's like a zombie land, so to speak, for lack of a better word, dystopian world, and then they're the last ones alive in it. Is that why they're saying that? Sure, the annotation should tell us something, but let's see. But that's sick though. The orchestra arresting and breakneck second track from Demon Days. Definitely was breakneck because I said dun, 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 dun. From Gorillaz, Rise of the Ogre Book. Track 2 opens up with a solo rhythm from a cheap, crappy drum machine. The album's motif of a duality between electronic claustrophobia and mournful acoustic refrains first rears its head on the track. The track reeks of sweating trouble beneath sentient beings in the minefield of the zombie landscape. A ballad for life before death. Well, damn. Yeah, pretty much what I'm saying. Well, yeah, like damn near literally. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's see how this unfolds. I do want to click the annotation really quickly on the actual lyrics where it says, "Are we the last living souls?" Because I want to see if there's more context. Demon Days is like a journey through a post-apocalyptic world. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I was wanting, especially this song. But rather than literally asking if we are the last living people, Auburn means if we're the last generation that feels happiness, joy, and love, since we are becoming more and more apathetic. See, there is more to uncover there. This is the thesis of the album. He asks, "Are we the last living souls?" AKA, and the rest of the album. Oh, wait. Well, no, sorry. I thought they were saying AKA. No, sorry. Scrap that. And the rest of the album is to find out if we really are. Okay, bet. That's fire. I'm glad I ended up clicking that because I would have just took it for literal, which I would just be like, oh, we're in Zombieland, which they probably are as well. Maybe I think there's videos for these too. I just didn't watch the videos because I wasn't sure if YouTube would allow me to. But if YouTube would allow me to, and you want me to react to the videos, just let me know in the comments. I'll definitely do that as long as it doesn't block it. Then hey, I'm down with that. But I like that too as a philosophical thing. Like, are we? Where's the empathy? Where is the love? All right, cool. Let's go on to this next one. This next one's Kids with Guns featuring Nene Cherry.
Kids with guns, taken over, but it won't be long. They mesmerize skeletons. Kids with guns, kids with guns. Easy does it, they got sucker to some. Drinking out, pacify, in the souls. The street Does it easy? Does it? They got something to say.
Now they're turning us into monsters. Turning us into
This is tight.
fire.
It's like futuristic.
Turning us into monsters. That's all desire. That's all desire. That's all
Drinking out.
desire.
Pacify, taking soul. Where you are doesn't make sad too, but it won't be long. Cause kids with guns, easy does it, easy does it. They got something to say.
Now they're turning us into monsters. Turning us into fire. Turning us into monsters. That's all desire. That's all desire. That's all
It's real, it's real, it's real, it's push it real.
Hey. Fire, son. That joint's hard. You got some harmonies in there. The instrumentation, fire, futuristic. It sounds like, without knowing too much, it just sounds like they're describing the monstrosities within this post-apocalyptic world, or apocalyptic world, actually. So that's what I heard. But annotation to the rescue. But as a sonic experience, though, I think this is epic. Like, there's so much going on within the instrumentation that it would take me a few listens to catch every little detail between, like, drums, synth sounds that are coming in and out, chord progressions, like what they're doing with the guitar. Yeah, a lot of great stuff's going on. And then the different singers' voices coming in at different times is cool too. Kids with Guns was released as the fourth and final single from Demon Days. It features guest vocals from Swedish singer, songwriter, rapper Nene Cherry. The song is an indictment of children's obsession with violence, particularly regarding the lifestyles glamorized by popular media which corrupts youth. The lyrics were inspired by a boy in Damon Albarn's daughter's class who got in trouble for coming to school with a knife. The song could also be subtly referencing Noodle's childhood as a super soldier in Japan. At this point, she had to remember her past, and all the music to Demon Days was written by Noodle. W Noodle. Let's go on to the next song. The next song is called "Oh Green World." This almost feels like a Slim Shady beat. I like these vocals. What's good, my G? We're recording for the YouTube right now, listening to this Gorillaz. There's like a compression on the vocals that's like interesting. This definitely sounds like a Slim Shady beat. Like, these are tight. Nice bells at the end. I wonder if that has anything to do with the world building at all. The bells, like, if that's something in the video that they use at all or not. But I guess I could see at some point. I really like. There's like a compression effect that almost made it sound like telephone booth, but a little more clear than that. And then in the background, there's like these harmonies going on, and the harmonies don't have the vocal effect that the main vocal has, so it's able to cut through the mix in a way. But like it's still behind the main, so it's like not as loud, but it's like perfect. Then nice. I don't know if experimental instrumentation is a word, but kind of. But definitely, it's definitely different. Like super, almost like punk, epic rock, but not like too hardcore. It's just like chill punk, which I really rock with. "Oh Green World" is a song tinge, or is it tinged? Is that how you say that word? With influences from industrial rock and incorporating minimal atmospheric arrangements. The track talks about pollution and what has happened to Earth. Word. In the song, 2D begs to be brought back to a time when the Earth wasn't polluted and still filled with life and joy, right before the apocalypse. The track is a thematic predecessor to Gorillaz' third album, Plastic Beach, which is filled with references to pollution and man-made destruction. Damn, son. Hey, man, we got to protect planet Earth, because without planet Earth, what do we really have? Let's go on to the next song. The next song is called Dirty Harry featuring Booty Brown. Hey, yo. They need to change that boy name. Vito. I'm skipping the song. Oh, I've heard this one. This one's hard. Yeah, this be cold. Kid Choir is sick. Hey. Yes, sir. That's the homie. He goated. I like this one. Hey.
In my backpack, I got my act right, makes you act quite difficult. And going so weekend. With anger and discontent, some are seeking in search of like me more. I'm a peace-loving decoy, ready for retaliation. I change the whole occasion to a pine box, 6 under. Impulsive glass, wild wonder. Orders given to me is strike and I'm thunder. While lighting fast reflexes on constant alert from the constant hurt that seems limitless with no drop of pressure. Seems like everybody's out to test you till they see you break. You can't conceal the hate that consumes you. I'm the reason why you fill up your Sousa. Chill with your old lady at the tilt. I got a 90-day extension and I feel with guilt from things done and seen. Your water's from a bottle, mine from a canteen. At night I hear the shot swings for my light sleeper. The cost of life seems to get cheaper. Out in the desert with a street sweeper. The war is over, so said the speaker. With the fight suit on. Maybe to him I'm just a pawn, so he can advance. Remember when they used to dance? Man, all I wanna do is dance.
Yeah. This bass line tough. The bass line got that soul. And then they said it's the San Fernandez Youth Chorus. That's sick. The guy rapping named Booty Brown. That boy need a new name. Don't know who told him that was the angle. That was not the angle. But he did great on his track. It was a nice addition. He was smooth with it. Added a party vibe to it. It was tight. But horrible rap name. Not gonna lie. Gorillaz craft a single that examines war and soldiers reminiscent of Jedi mind tricks, uncommon valor. I gotta listen to their stuff too. In its first person look at the battlefield. Dirty Harry was the first Gorillaz release of Phase 2 when it appeared as limited 12 white label vinyl promo with no band name or record label, catalog number, KONG01. The song revisits some of the themes of earlier single Clint Eastwood, What Happened? Like violence and masculinity. Indeed, it's named after one of Eastwood's better known films. The single Art 2 is a cinematic reference, a parody of the poster for a Stanley Kubrick Vietnam movie Full Metal Jacket. Oh, word. I never knew that. The more you know. Let's go on to the next record, though. This next record is Feel Good Inc. featuring De La Soul. This one is an instant classic. Oh, hell yeah. Let's say, I got locked in. No, you're good. I understood. That's why I said I gotta check them out. Two D be slapping. 2D snap.
Windmill for the land, forever hand in hand. Take it all out on your stride. It is kicking, falling down. Love forever, love is free. Let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill for the land. Is everybody in?
Go crazy.
Laughing gas, these hazmats, fast cat, lining them up like ass crack. Play these ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack.
Shit, I'm stepping in harder this year. Yeah, been repping in harder this year.
Watch me as I gravitate, ha 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 ha. Yo, we gon' ghost town, this Motown with your sound, you in the blink. Gon' bite the dust, can't fight with us. With your sound, you kill the ink, so don't stop, get it, until you chat it, hit it. Watch the way I navigate.
Yeah. This part cold.
Windmill for the land, love forever hand in hand. Take it all out on your stride. It is taking, falling down. Love forever, love is free. Let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill for the land. Is everybody in?
Don't stop, get it. Deep higher captains in it, steady, watch me navigate. Don't stop, get it. Deep higher captains in it, steady, watch me navigate.
That song is so tight. Come on, man. Super smash record. Only thing to say about that is take notes, everybody. That's called a classic record. That's called a smash record. That's called a hit record. That's called They Couldn't Miss. That's called one of the hottest records of all time. That's called Flawless Victory. That's called Mortal Kombat Finish and Fatality. I could keep going, but I digress. Let's read this this little background information. Feels Good Inc. is about criticism of herd mentality, isolation, and escapism. The music video features computer-generated imagery combined with 2D animation. That would be a cool reaction video to watch that video. The inspiration for the video came from the Hayao Miyazaki's 1986 animated film Castle in the Sky. Oh, word. No, that's sick. The lead single from Demon Days peaked at number 2 in the United Kingdom and number 14 in the United States, being the only song in Damon Albarn's career to reach Billboard Top 40. Not only that, but it won the band a Grammy for Best Pop Collaboration Vocals, also being nominated for Best Record of the Year and Best Music Video. Yeah, that joint was tight. Wait, is Castle in the Sky the Studio Ghibli movie? Or am I tweaking? Oh, yeah, it is. Ah, okay, he's a Studio Ghibli creator. Okay, I thought I recognized the name. Okay, that's it. Let's go into, well, I don't know if he's the creator, but I know. Well, is he? Hold on, now I'm curious. All right, give me 2 seconds. You can skip this if you are disinterested, but it'll take me 2 seconds. Oh yeah, he is the founder. Okay, bad. Not lame. Not incorrect. Let's go into this next song. That's very sick. This next song is El Mañana. That one's really beautiful. I think that one outside of the Feel Good Inc. because Feel Good Inc. is cheating. We've always loved that song. I think that one might be my favorite, especially because instrumentally there's like these really pretty strings in the background. Especially, I don't know if they're there the whole time. I think they might just come in at the end, or they might be there. But either way, that really stood out to me, and I love a good string section within a song. Also, it's the way he's singing, dun, 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 dun. Like that's really sick. And all their instrumentation is really sick. It's like so cohesive. Like I feel like even that's like the dopest thing when I'm listening to a song and it's like I can see the world. That's what like the dopest music does. It's like you can see it even though it's literally invisible, which is pretty trippy. But that's just how it works. But it's pretty sick. It did feel like they were just like longing for somebody, because he said, "I saw that day, lost my mind. Lord, I'm fine. Maybe in time you'll want to be mine." But yeah, let's see what they're talking about. El Mañana is the seventh track on Doom Day's album. The song was released as a single April 10th, 2006, along with Kids with Guns. El Mañana is Spanish for the future or the near future. However, Mañana by itself can be translated as tomorrow, leaving certain people to believe the title translated to English, the tomorrow. Despite this being proven false, in the music video, we will see the windmill island from Feel Good Inc. being destroyed, and the fictional band member Noodle purposely made to look as if she was deceased. Oh no, Noodle, no. Noodle was so young. Cool to learn some background though. Let's go into this next song. This next song is Every Planet We Reach Is Dead.
Smiling like I lost my way, so no loose ends, nothing to see me down. How are we going to work this out? Dreams are bad, our heads are mad. I love the girl, but God only knows it's getting hard to see the sun coming through. I love you, but what are we going to do? Picture I'm a dreamer, I'll take you deeper down to the sleepy glow. Time is alone, don't you know? What are we going to do? We go down all the sacred selfless days, all we lost and all it.
This joint is tight. This joint is tight, son. My favorite moment on this record. Yes, sir, Ski. Welcome in. We're listening to the Gorillaz Demon Days joint. You on the YouTube, you already know. But yeah, man, my favorite part of this record was, I don't know if it was a bridge part. I guess it was a bridge because you only heard it one time. The song changed for a little bit. There's like these like bouncy synth sound. The vocal harmony is going insane. And it's a little quieter. There's the snap stop. That was like my favorite moment. One of my favorite moments on the project, but also this specific song. And then there was, when the beat comes back in, there's like this snap. I don't know if it's a clap or a snare. It sounds more like a clap than a snare. That shit is so crispy. Like, you just go back and listen to that joint. That is like the crispiest clap. I'm like, yo, that shit is perfect. This record is tight. I really rock with this record. Every planet we reach is dead is about a lost relationship with Mother Nature, the girl who's mentioned in the lyrics. Its general message is relevant to other songs on the album, such as Oh Green World, Fire Coming Out of the Monkey's Head, as Demons Days is about humanity, self-destruction, and the preservation of natural things. The sight of Mother Nature, though still beautiful, is now eclipsed by civilization. The song title suggests that every new place humanity reaches is not already dead, but rather doomed to be. Odin, we are destined to kill all that we touch. Odin. The track is organ driven and rhythmical with a melancholy feel. Absolutely, every song of theirs has like a melancholy feel on this project. I don't know if all these songs are like that in general, but definitely for this one. But it makes sense given that, again, apocalyptic world. The song famously features one of the last appearances from music legend Ike Turner, who contributed the piano solo before his death in 2007. Oh shit, Ike on the bit? What Ike doing on the bit? All right, let's continue. The song is the 8th track on the Gorillaz' second studio album, Demon Days. Yo, I went like black as hell for like 2 seconds as soon as I heard Ike Turner on that joint. I broke character. I'm always black as hell, but you know, I'm in music analytical mode, and then I was like, hold on, Ike? That's funny as hell. Let's go into the next record though. This next record is November Has Come, featuring all caps MF Doom, the GOAT, RIP. Make sure you check out my Mad Villain reaction too.
Slow it down some, no split, clown bum. Your gold hit sound dumb, hold it now, crown them. Where you found them at, got them round town. Could've drowned in it, would've floated, bloated, voted, sugar coated, loaded, hip shooter. Draw for the poor, free coffee at the banks. Hit through the straw, none more for me, thanks. That blanks the roar, that dank sure stank lit. Sank past the pit for more hardcore prank spit. Crank it on blast, roll past Front Street. Blew the whole spot like some old ass with skunk meat. These kids is too fast, juiced off a junk tree. Who could get looser off a crunk or a funk beat?
Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away.
Sure is, my brother.
Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. It's gone away.
Bah, can you dig it like a spigot? My guess is yes you can, like can I kick it wicked? Lick a shot if you happy and you know it, as you clap your hands to the thick snot of a poet flowing. Rope a pen and I'm in. Cope hymen, dope a rhyming, more worth the pen. The hope diamond acquired off the black market. A wiretapping couldn't target a jar spit. The rapid fire spark lit. Zit. A rapper bug zapper, and it don't matter after if there's a thug or dapper. Plug your trap or it's maximum exposure. The beast got family members asking them for closure. Send them a gun and tell them clean it. Then go get the nun who said her son didn't mean it. She wore a filled-in thong of Billabong and said, nah, for real, I'm a gorilla John.
Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know November has come. When it's gone away. Something is starting today. Where did it go? Why you want it to be? Where you know
I like when MF Doom said, "A villain on a gorilla, John." That was fire, especially because I literally just listened to Mad Villain like yesterday or 2 days ago, one of the two. But either way, a villain on the gorilla, John. R.I.P. MF Doom. That one was real nice. Definitely mind blowing. Shout out to that crossover. But that was the thing that Gorillaz was known for. They would get like the real OG rappers. Like they had De La Soul on the Feel Good Inc. track, couple tracks before this. That's just something they used to do. November Has Come is the 9th track from Gorillaz' second studio album, Demon Days. The song touches on the state of hip hop and dives into abstract themes such as the end of the world and the coming apocalypse. In MF Doom's verses, he laments the fall of popular hip hop. Excuse me. He's not saying the medium is dead, but the glory days have come and gone. In 2D's chorus, he states that November has come. It's almost December. In other words, the world's about to end. Super sick record, and I like how every song in here is staying within the world. That's how you do it. Let's go on to the next song. This next song is All Alone featuring Martina Topley Bird and Roots Manuva. Drums are crazy.
Snatch a piece of my pondering. This didn't fall like yondering. Skin of my tube
like distorted, but it's cool.
Where's the waitress? Can't take this, really can't face this. These airs and all these graces. It's my mistake, I made it. Shade up to the boom, now make it. Bounce, wiggle, shake it on them pains out. Camel cool cutthroats, bound to blow the brain out. Cut to the brain, this ain't no game. I show no shame. I birth this pain. I twist the cane, I twist the game. I push the plane, it's plain as day. Known to what these sayers say, known to what these doers do. It's you and who and you know where. We's about to take it there. We's about to make it clear. We happy on we lonesome. The lone drum, the beat hot, the start to finish. 10 spoons of spinach, the soul and the spinach, the cup that runneth over. We turn up the ogre.
That's crazy.
Close your eyes and see when there ain't no light. Oh, you'll ever be. Come and save the night. 'Cause I don't leave. When the morning comes, it doesn't seem to say enough to me.
Beautiful bridge. I ain't gonna lie, that one went hard. That one went so hard. Those drums remind me of a lot of the drill drums that a lot of people begin sturdy to. If you don't know what getting sturdy is, just look it up. Just look up New York dance get sturdy. You'll see it on YouTube somewhere. But there's certain type of 808 that they be using. I forgot what the term is for the 808. It's a specific 808, but it rolls a certain way to where it sounds like that, like woo, like that little distorted percussion sound. That's really sick because I never. This was way before they was doing the drill stuff, so I didn't realize that they had been doing that already, but just in a different way. So that's really cool to hear that. Also that all alone. Doom, 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 doom. So the drums are going crazy doing the distorted shit, and then you're rocking to that, and then you're just hearing all alone. So you're hearing this deep bass distorted drum, and then you're hearing the high pitch all alone, and then you're hearing two of them because it's all alone, and then they're two different pitches. So that's like a nice like texture on your ears, and you're just like rocking with it. That joint is really sick. And then once you get to that bridge where Martina's coming in, song changes. Real pretty, real sweet moment. Y'all know how I get about the pretty moments. Those of you that are sub to me, but to the new people or the new people that are subscribed, I love when there's like a pretty moment in the song. I'm always point that out. That's just the type of stuff that I love when it feels like mystical, and then you just hear her singing the "Close Your Eyes and See," and then that's when I was like, jokingly closing my. Well, I really did close my eyes, but because as instructed, as song instructed, but then I came back because I wanted to see what the lyrics were saying. Nice little poetic moment, and then it goes back into the doom, 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 all alone. That's really sick. That's another one of my favorites. I really rock with that record. All Alone is a hard-hitting track about British rapper Roots maneuver overcoming his sense of self-doubt through furious and spirited action. Also, shout out to Roots. Roots did his thing too. We're not gonna skip over that. All Alone is the 10th track from Gorillaz' second studio album, Demon Days. Tight. Let's go into the next song. This next song is called White Light. That one was tight though. I really rock with that. All Alone. Doom, 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 doom. This joint gorgeous right here. This man just saying alcohol and white light, so I'll come back to that after this is done. Well, dang. Didn't expect that to be over. White light. The coolest part was when that shit opened up. Again, those strings. Every time there's some string parts, some pretty parts, I'm always be like, you know what? I literally unmuted during the song just to be like, you know what? This hitting. Track 11 off Demon Days, the song shares the same themes as George Jones' White Lighting. White Light features a rather fast-paced theme, a rather fitting one as it's shown to have lyrics related to alcohol, the band's autobiography. Rise of the Ogre features the virtual band member Noodles stating the following. The song is about the relentless fury of alcohol, the focused drive and singular thirst that kind of desire creates. One man's passion is another man's addiction. Alcohol is one of the ways we suppress our indecisions. And then I want to click on the annotations for White Light and alcohol. Makes sense. That's kind of what I figured. Because I was gonna say like these lyrics are like. First, I was about to be like, this is bunk, but then I was like, I realized this is a conscious. This is a not a conscious. Well, I guess it is conscious in a way, but this is a concept album, which is what I was gonna say. And I knew if they made the lyrics like that when they're such good songwriters, there was a reason for that. And knowing the reason, that's why I read the annotation before I said anything, because I was like, I don't want to sound ignorant, just being like, oh, this is not good, but it is good. It's just you have to understand what's going on before you can make your judgment. Anyways, they said when you click white light, alcohol, white light. It says white lightning is a slang for strong alcohol, particularly moonshine. Ah, see, you didn't even know. However, the song is about more than just strong alcohol. The white light image and repetition of the word alcohol can be interpreted as drinking a lot of alcohol, and then white light, what you're supposed to see while passing away, likely a reference to how abusing alcohol can lead to passing away or ethyllic coma. Sheesh. Yeah, watch that out, y'all. Don't drink alk, smoke the green. In GTA, of course, Twitch, because you know me, I don't advocate for anybody to do anything besides breathe air. I advocate for everybody to live a sober, healthy lifestyle. Let's go into this next song. This next song is called Dare, featuring Roses, Gaber, and Sean Ryder. This is also a song that is an absolute classic. If you don't know it, well, I'm glad you're listening to it with your boy E. Let's do it.
Coming up, he's 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 coming up. It's there.
That's all I'm saying. It's there. You've got to press it on you. You just think it. That's what you do, baby. Hold it down there. Jump with the moment, move it. Jump back and forth and feel like you were there yourself. Work it out. Excellent record. Instant classic. Love that record since I was a kid. Will always love that record. That and Feel Good Inc. are the reasons why I was even interested in hearing this project as a whole. And actually, I'm very glad I did so because there's a lot of beautiful songs outside of the mainstream records that had I only listened to mainstream records, I would have never heard. So that's why it's good to do these deep dives. And thanks for listening with me. Let's read this about because, I've always listened to this record, but I never really read what the song's about. I kind of just was like, oh, I love this song. Dare was released on August 29th, 05 as a single from Demon Days. It featured guest vocals from iconic Manchester rock band Happy Mondays. And facts, Feel Good Inc. is a classic. Owen Sean Ryder. In the overall narrative of Demon Days, Dare takes place after the general depression spanning from Feel Good Inc. to White Light. Importantly, it is sung by Noodle, Shadow Noodle, rather than 2D. This is likely meant to convey the sense of a second perspective. Noodle's lines tells 2D that if he is so distraught over the current state of the world, he should take action because all he does is whine about it. Damn. The song's title supposedly came about due to Ryder's thick Mancuyan. Yeah, I just butchered that. Let's just act like I didn't say that. He was able to say the phrase "is there," which was the song's original title, so simply changed to "Dare." The music video mainly features Noodle, who was Sean Ryder's head and in her closet, hooked up with wires and tubes. Sheesh! Noodle flicks a switch and she dances around her room as the music plays. And then there's a quote from Noodle. It says, "I'm not sure if the rest of the band mind that I'm the star of this video, but whatever. I mean, I saw way too much of Murdoch showing off in the Feel Good Inc. video, and I thought the boy misbehaving badly in it. As I said, it's my song, I wrote it, so I can choose who's going in the video and how it's going to be made. In fact, when we started shooting the video, I didn't actually tell any of the band that we had begun. You can see 2D listening to the floorboards, unaware of what is happening, and Russell is on the toilet with the newspaper, also wondering what the noise is." Noodle. That's funny. I really like how I'm pretty sure the Gorillaz is like two guys, and there's like 4 different characters, and they all have their own distinct personalities, and they interact with these songs as if they are the characters, and the videos as if they're the characters, which is really cool because then it creates like this 4D like immersive experience for when they go to the show. They can see them in person, but they can also see the animation, and then away from them they can watch the videos. I don't know if there's any comics. Maybe there's some kind of comic, but either way, I know there is lore, so that's pretty sick. That's like when you make an album that is like a world that somebody could live in, then this can live forever as long as it's always passed down, which I'm sure it'll be passed down for generations to come. Either way, very epic. I really rock with this. We got 3 songs left. This next song is called "Fire Coming Out of the Monkey's Head." Interesting title. Let's see what's here.
Once upon a time, at the foot of a great mountain, there was a town where the people known as happy folk lived. Their very existence a mystery to the rest of the world, obscured as it was by great clouds. Here they played out their peaceful lives, innocent of the litany of excess and violence that was growing in the world below. To live in harmony with the spirit of the mountain called Monkey was enough. Then one day, strange folk arrived in the town. They came in camouflage, hidden behind dark glasses, but no one noticed them. They only saw shadows. You see, without the truth of the eyes, the happy folk were blind.
Falling out of aeroplanes and hiding out in holes, waiting for the sunset to come, people going home. Jump out from behind them and shoot them in the head. Now everybody dancing the dance of the dead, the dance of the dead, the dance of the dead.
In time, the strange folk found their way into the higher reaches of the mountain, and it was there that they found the caves of unimaginable sincerity and beauty. By chance, they stumbled upon the place where all good souls come to rest. The strange folk, they coveted the jewels in these caves above all things, and soon they began to mine the mountain, its rich scene, fueling the chaos of their own world. Meanwhile, down in the town, the happy folks slept restlessly, their dreams invaded by shadowy figures digging away at their souls. Every day, people would wake and stare at the mountain. Why was it bringing darkness into their lives? And as the strange folk mined deeper and deeper into the mountain, holes began to appear, bringing with them a cold and bitter wind that chilled the very soul of the monkey. For the first time, the happy folk felt fearful, for they knew that soon the monkey would stir from its deep sleep. Then there came a sound, distant at first, that grew into cacophony so immense that it could be heard far away in space. There were no screams. There was no time. The mountain called Monkey had spoken. There was only fire. And then, nothing.
Oh, a little town in USA, time has come to see. There's nothing you believe you want. But where were you when it all came down on me? Did you call me home?
Damn, son. I feel like I was being told a story, like an ancient mystic story, ancient folklore story, and I'm just sitting there like, damn. And then it's cool because there's like a break where there's actually some lyrics, because I really did like this instrumentation. I was like, oh man, I really want them to sing on it. I don't kind of just want to just hear the story, although I do like it for world building. And then they gave me that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's sick. Even though it was a little bit, and then they went back to story, I think that's really tight. Let's see what's here though. Fire Coming Out of the Monkey's Head is a 13 track on the Gorillaz project. The track is a parable narrated by actor Dennis Hopper. Who that is? Hold on. Let me look him up real quick. Oh, okay. I might have seen him before, but I'm not really too familiar with him like that. But anyways, the story is about the grim events that occur when a covetous people. Let me see what that means. My bad. I gotta look it up if I don't know. Grasping. Okay. When grasping people crave the jewels inside a mountain near a tribe of innocents. It follows Demon Day's central theme of humankind's destructive nature and is loosely based on the war for oil. Okay. Damn. Social commentary type beat. Real life type beat. Sick. Let's go on to the second to last record. This one is Don't Get Lost in Heaven. And then we'll listen to the last one, and that'll be the project. Thanks for listening if you were with us, if you made it this far. He said, you're a whole girl. Man. Automatic classic. That one was tight. Angelic harmonies. On on point with the heaven in the title. Heavenly harmonies. However, I don't think this was like some paradise song at all. He literally called a girl hoe. He said you're a hoe girl. He said you're a hobo too. I'm like, damn son, what the girl done did, huh? Why you got mad like that? Let's see what's here. But I did like that track though. Let's see what's here. The song is a prelude to Demon Days. The track on the next album. The track or the next track on the album. The track is also an epilogue to events that transpired in the previous song. Fire coming out of Monkey's Head. Okay, word continuation from the Gorillaz Rise of the Ogre book. An homage to Brian Wilson's genius for vocal arrangement. Don't get lost. Oh, Brian Wilson, I recognize that. Who? Oh, from the Beach Boys. That's right. Yeah, a lot of people like Brian Wilson and pull from him. Don't Get Lost is a gleaming confection of choir, piano, and glockenspiel. If Sunshine had a sound, that would be it. Displaying a warm-hearted recreation of Beach Boys' signature layer sound, choral sound. Yeah, man, a lot of bands take from the Beach Boys. I remember even the Beatles was like, yep, on this album, I ain't gonna lie. We drew inspiration from them. But that's it. Everything is derivative when it comes to music, especially. When it comes to life, everything derivative of the ideas before it. But specifically in music, like, that's how things evolve over time. That's how things
Keep evolving.
it starts at one thing, and then the next you've had advanced version, the next, and then that's where you get to your current time period. So yeah, that's cool. I rock with that. Let's hear this last song. This last song is called Demon Days. He's singing in like the funniest tone right now. Super tough. have to end the album with one, Dougie. Listen, man. That definitely deserves the Evolving Air clap of approval, which means that I really enjoyed this album. I do not clap at the end of every album. Some albums I just go like, oh, that was really nice. That was really good. Some albums I go, that wasn't my favorite. That album, excellent. Flawless victory. There wasn't a single song that I was like, oh, this is whack. As always, there's always songs that I gravitate towards more than others to where I'm like, okay, this one will go on a playlist. But as a whole, I could listen to that whole thing again. And I'm sure there's more layers to it. And actually, I still need to read the annotation, so I'll do that. But I really like this project. This record is really sick. I like the whole apocalyptic idea, but I also like how they ended it on a more optimistic note, like a bright, pretty choir. They're saying "To the Sun," and then they're saying like, the demon days are so cold inside, so hard for us. But they're like, you numb yourself with this, but turn yourself around to the sun. Those demons' eyes were so cold. Turn yourself around to the sun, and then they say "To the sun." Really nice. Yeah, right. It's like I've heard their songs. I think we all heard the Dare record, the Clint Eastwood record, and Feel Good Inc. But it's nice to dive into their catalog because there's some good stuff here. Let's read this, see this about. I'll say my final thoughts, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching this reaction if you made it this far. And shout out to the people in my stream. I appreciate y'all. I know some people are just chilling too, so shout out to my Lakers just cooling. The title and ending track of Gorillaz' 2005 album Demon Days. The album talks a lot about negative aspects of modern life, from the Iraq war and global pollution to the plastic nature of an overly monetized music industry. It represents today's era as being the Demon Days. This track is a really uplifting end. It's making the case that although things are bad, there is always time to recognize the evils of the world and improve your life. From the Gorillaz biography, Rise of the Ogre, the light at the end of the tunnel, and this is a direct quote from the biography. The light at the end of the tunnel, the dawn after the longest night of the soul, based around the chords as Don't Get Lost, allowing the two songs to become one glorious crescendo, a real musical climax that guides the listener into a far more optimistic climate. Which is like ironic because the whole thing is about the apocalyptic world, so to end it on such a bright note is really cool. But also, I'm noticing that even though the scenery and the sound was apocalyptic, their whole goal was to get you to look at life from a more optimistic standpoint, but also to see the evils of the world and recognize it so that you can say something or make a difference. I feel like that is the ultimate point of what they're trying to do. And I wouldn't have thought that just based off looking at it from the outside. I would have thought, oh, we're just in this apocalyptic world and that's it. But like, nah, they're trying to make a statement, and it's actually a real statement that you can use in real life. I think that is powerful too. That's sick. Noodle, as with the previous track, the vocal harmonies were provided by the London Community Gospel Choir. This is the final relief, the hope, the rapture, the reward for the journey. Right, we made it through the trenches. And then 2D, this is a quote from 2D. You remember when you were a little kid and you would look at the sky, the clouds in the sky as the sunlight bounced off them, and something that simple would make you feel as a part of everything and all alone at the same time. And that feeling is not something you can ever put into words. So you spend your whole life chasing it, making music, taking pictures, painting, whatever, in hopes that other people will understand that sense or feeling. As creative entities, we look for signs of life outside of ourselves for a connection to alleviate the sense of solitude. That's why we all do what we do, whether we know it ourselves or not. The great wise 2D has spoken. Yo, super ill album. I really like this from a production standpoint, from a singing standpoint, lyrically. This is an epic project. I see why this is one of the most respected, high regarded projects of all time. This is definitely a project I'm gonna revisit, and I'm not big on revisiting a lot of projects, especially like I'm low key stubborn when it comes to music. I'm like, I'll take a few songs and dip about it there, but this is really tight. So I'll come back, and I also want to watch the videos. If you want to see me watch the videos and do the reactions on YouTube, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely do it. But again, thanks for listening to this project. Let me know what you think of this project or your experience with this project or anything else that the annotations didn't get for the songs. I appreciate y'all one more time. I hope you guys have a good day or night. And no matter what you do in this life, you better maintain. You must definitely keep evolving. Peace out, y'all.